Good day, Ruskin enjoyers. It's time for the Rust Workshop skin checks. Yes, right now it's the 18th of July, and there's a whole bunch of new Rust Workshop skin submissions that appeared over the past weekend, and as of Monday, of course. So get a good look at that. That's your sneak peek. Now, the main intention for this video is we're looking to identify any new potential skin continuations of established collections. Why? Well, usually when a new Rust store appears, if we notice that there are any new skins from a notable collection, well, usually we tend to see people buying into that collection or the pre-existing skins from that collection. That is a theme that we tend to see. So therefore, if you were probably wise enough to invest into that collection beforehand, you could potentially make some delicious looking profits. Yes, we're on the hunt to identify any potential investments. And of course, just getting a good look at what potentially might be appearing in a future Rust store. You get the idea. So sit back and relax. We've got quite a lot to talk about. Now, normally I would sit here and say how to set up a full authors list. But for this video, because we've got quite a lot of skins, I'm trying to streamline it. Could you please look at the last week's video to understand how to set up a full authors list if you're curious? My apologies, but every now and then we've got to realise there's a lot of skins to talk about some of these videos. I should also point out, TGG, that German guy, has produced a new list for his top picks this week, and of course a video accompanying it, so please consider watching that. Get a good look at all the skins that very likely have a decent chance of being in the Rust store for this week, so get a good look at all of that. And of course, his YouTube is right here, and his list is right here, top picks. Now usually, the top picks that appear for a week, most of the skins here, you see all that, yeah? You're more likely going to see skins from this list appearing in a Rust store. I know the current week, or rather the last week's batch of Rust store skins were early picks, but that's quite rare to see, a majority of early picks. Usually, by default, most of the skins would have appeared in a top picks list, alright? So just keep that in mind. Go give this a good look, get a good idea of what potentially might have a decent chance of potentially being accepted for this next Rust store, and click the things that you like, downvote the things you don't like, but at the very least offer some feedback. We always mention that, don't we? So come on, Hawaiian Collection, come on. So that's all good. And I should just point out, here are all the new skins that we're going to be talking about today. But if we do notice any continuations of collections, we'll be using scmm.app store section. I'm going to use this database to just give a nice visual for how likely a collection might spike in demand and whatnot. Like, is there a good potential investment there? Like, we're going to be using this to help us out. All right then, people. Hope you're all ready, because we're about to begin. Now, before we get started, I will like to just kind of point here and say that in the description of this YouTube video that you're watching currently right now, the link to this collection will be there, and you can go through all of these skins yourself, and you can vote yes or no if you like these skins. But remember what I always say. Always, always, always consider, if you're going to say no if you don't like a skin, at the very least, offer some feedback. Point out what you don't really like. Maybe offer a suggestion for a change. And remember, if the skin isn't accepted, there's a likely chance that the skin creator might look at your feedback, incorporate it into a version 2, and they'll probably release it in the future. Maybe that gets accepted. You contributed and helped a skin creator get a skin accepted. All good. So, or at the very least, if you like the skin, you could just comment and offer some nice words. Motivation is a lovely thing, and if you sit there and support them, they're going to be a whole lot more motivated and make much more interesting skins in the future. Sounds good? Right, let's begin. We're going to start off with deployables, then we're going to talk about tools and weapons, then we're going to talk about armor and clothing. Are you ready? Let's begin. So, we got some rugs here. Quite a lot of interesting rugs, a fridge, a sleeping bag, and we got a couple furnaces to start off with. Right, so here is the massage rug. This is made by Igor. It's made of buttons. Do you like buttons? We've got a lot of them. I'm not sure what's supposed to be... I'm not sure. Is that like footprints there, I guess? I wouldn't know. There's no real description on what this is all about, but I tell you what, it's nice and colourful. Remember what I say. If you like the skin, please consider voting yes or no. If you don't happen to like the skin, offer some feedback. Go to the comment section. Write your own words. Remember, be concise, polite, straight to the point, and it helps out a lot. And at the end of the day, if you also like the skin, also just consider offering some kind words. It's as simple as that. It really does give them some extra bit of motivation, and kind words do go a long way. Awesome, right. So please don't forget, once more, in the description of this YouTube video, you can see the collection link for all of the skins, and you can go through all of them yourself, and you can vote yes or no if you like them or not. So, best of luck to you, Mr. Igor. Let's take a look at the next rug. And what we have here is a starfish rug. He's happy. Hey, why is he so happy? I'm gonna tread on him. So, Cubist and Mothcat, hello, hello, hello. We have a goofy but very happy-looking starfish rug. Are you going to put them on your walls? Are you going to put them on your ceiling? Are you going to put them on the floor and jump in his face? It's up to you. And we already have some comments here, and look, loads of people sitting there offering some kind words. Remember what I said? Kind words do go a long way, and it keeps them nice and motivated. So if you happen to be a fan of this starfish rug, please consider voting yes or no. Please consider offering a nice comment or two. And now what we have here is a continuation of a skin that was accepted this week. We have the charcoal rug. It is... it's a bit crispy, isn't it? Right, so this, of course, is made by Mr. Sadist, and he's running along it. No, don't. No, you're going to burn your feet. Stop. Right, so this is the charcoal rug. It's a glow-in-the-dark rug, as you can see here. And, of course, you very likely will know that this, of course, is a continuation of a skin that we've seen appearing this week, the charcoal furnace. So, if this is potentially a beginning of a brand new charcoal collection, I would have reason to believe the furnace very likely could get a nice bit of spike in demand and spike in price. But here's the thing. We probably need to see some more deployable skins being made. Because, yeah, this was the very first charcoal skin to be accepted. I'm not 100% sure we're definitely going to see a whole bunch more charcoal skins potentially being accepted. I would have reason to believe we'd probably need at least four deployables maybe to really start noticing some interest appearing and whatnot. Because I should point this out, that charcoal furnace, 23,000 plus sales. That's a bit high. And when you compare that with the likes of all of the other furnaces that exist, that looks like it might be in the upper half. Let's just go by highest estimate total supply. And, well, it's 12th highest out of 100 plus furnace skins. So the amount that it has potentially might be a bit of a problem. But again, like I said, if we do see a whole bunch more charcoal skins potentially appearing in the future and being oh god, blimey, look at he's going to cook. Anyway, yeah, if we see a whole bunch more deployable skins being made and accepted, then I would have reason to believe the likes of the furnace and even this rug very likely will be selling quite nicely in the future. Not a guarantee, but there is a potential expectation that it would likely happen. So if you like what you see here, please consider offering a nice comment or two. Consider voting yes or no. And let's see if the charcoal collection turns into a full collection. Best of luck to you, Mr. Sadist. Now we're moving on... What was that? Now we're moving on to this fridge. Sorry about that. Sorry, JJ and Mr. Ronnie39s. I started this off with a very weird start. Yes, we have a safe fridge. Are you worried that people are stealing your lunches? Well, I've got the perfect fridge for you. Yes. Store all of your sandwiches and lunches within here, and nobody will be able to get hold of your delicious, delicious meals. As you can see, it is glow in the dark, the upper half, and it seems to be... So, what you see here is... You can see how light is cast onto here. That's not actual light, that's just the emission layer. Basically... It's trying to fool you into believing this is an actual light. What you see here is actually the emission layer. So that's actually very nicely done. So all of that is the glow. And, that does look cool. Now, when was the last marketable fridge skin to be accepted? Just out of curiosity, I want to find out. We did have... Oh, you know what? I've instantly remembered. We did have the clone fridge. But that wasn't marketable and tradable. But, you could still buy it. And that sold for $4 a piece. And it did 40,000 sales. But, yeah, we don't see many fridges being accepted anymore. We have had the occasional free fridge given to us. Fridge skins, to be precise. But, yeah, they are a rare sight to see. And I'm not 100% convinced that we're definitely going to see it. But I'll give it to you. It's a very cool idea. So, if you like the idea of having a very secure fridge, please consider voting yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. JJ and Ronnie39s. Let's see if that potentially gets accepted. Smouldering Sleeping Bag. Yes, this is actually a continuation of a collection that we saw started back in 2022. The summer of 2022, to be precise. I have reason to believe Mr. WAG, or Wagon, I guess he's changed his name now, he probably saw the charcoal collection getting accepted, and he thought, well, that's just kind of similar to my idea. Surely I could just go ahead and bring back my collection and see if that potentially gets accepted again. And I don't blame him. I mean, if you see something very similar being accepted when it's very comparable to something you've made in the past, then sure, why not? So yeah, he made a whole bunch of skins last year, but only 3 of them were accepted: the small box, the door, and of course the large box. So if we were to potentially see this sleeping bag being accepted, what potentially might happen to the already existing smouldering collection? And what do we have? A lot of them in the negative, unfortunately. So small box down by 50%, wooden door down by 54%, large box down by 7%. If we did see a sleeping bag, would there potentially be a positive change to this? I would have reason to believe you might see a few people probably buying in here and there, but I don't think it's going to be a major impact. This collection doesn't seem to be doing super great, unfortunately, and I imagine the likes of a sleeping bag isn't going to magically change everything and make it do a 180 and then suddenly it's all in the positive. I just don't really see that. But if we did see a whole bunch more smouldering skins being accepted, maybe. We'd probably need to see a whole lot more. But we've only had these 3 skins for about a year now, and as you can see, they have been suffering. So it's going to take maybe more than just a sleeping bag to make all of this suddenly go up in value and in demand and whatnot. So, WAG, best of luck to you. It's a cool looking sleeping bag. It's going to keep you nice and comfy and ever so warm. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So yeah, best of luck to you. Now we have some furnaces. We have started off with the likes of this Siberia vodka. This is made by Rock 10 Man. Can I get you anything to drink? Why are you on the floor? I thought you were serving me a drink. This is a very good service. God, he really does look blitzed, doesn't he? So, yes, this is Siberia vodka. Do you want a furnace that makes vodka for you? It's going to be very warm, isn't it? I'm not sure if that's going to be a very good thing to drink. But either way, if you like the idea, please consider voting yes or no, and you might be able to help him get back up. Right, best of luck to you, Rotten Man. And then over to here, we have Mineral Furnace. So it looks like Mr. Algorithm decided to make a skin that was kind of in theme with the Abyss update. We're still going to be seeing the occasional seaside underwater theme skins, probably for the rest of this month. But yeah, as you can see, this is supposed to be like a nice little mineral outcrop in the underwater areas. It's got like starfish and barnacles all over it with some shells and whatnot. Not too crazy in terms of design, but you know, not every single skin has to be absolutely crazy and maddening when you look at it. So if you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Algorithm, and other algorithm. Right, now we're going to move on to the storages. We have small storages, we have large storages. Yes. Come on. There's a lot of these, actually. Right, I hope you're ready. Here we go. Right, so we have the birch painting, and it is a small box, as you can see. Get a good look at that. It's nice, it's cute, it's straight to the point. It's got a nice bit of coloration. It's got some flowers, some berries. Do you like what you see? I guess this is probably intended to be the berry box. Do you like collecting berries? So yes, it's a nice cute little design. This is made by Chris, and you might notice that there is actually a glow-in-the-dark version. Yes, it's quite bright, this one though. So here's a little bit of light on it, and then here it is during when it gets to about dusk, and then in the dead of night. There you go. So if you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no. And I think you can see here how he developed the idea. Yeah. All right, cool. Best of luck to you, Chris. Now we're moving on to... Here we go. We got another piece of Kino. Yes. It is time for another exquisite film made by Mr. Chillag. So yes, as you can see, we have the pearlescent small box. Last week we saw the garage door. Now we got the ever so nice and shiny small box in front of us. Remember, skin creators, if you make a video, I will watch it. So, and he's giving you a wave. Get a good look at that. All the angles. Oh, look at the shine on that. Exquisite. Well done, Mr. Chillag. Well done. Right, so this is the pearl wood box. Last week we saw the garage door. Looks like Mr. Chillag is trying to set up a brand new deployable collection. And yeah, did you like his little video? You can always go to the comments and offer some support. So if you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no. And best of luck to you, Mr. Chillag. Maybe one day we'll see you getting your first ever skin accepted. And it'll be a glorious day, won't it? Now we've got an attempt at a storage collection. Mr. Verona, quite some time back, He made a storage collection called the Signs storage collection. And from what you can see here, it's pretty obvious. It's a nice... What would you call this? I don't want to say comic book style writings. What would you call this? I don't know. Anyway. I'm looking at this, right? And if you can remember, I've said this many times, right? It's okay to have a storage collection like this, but for all the recent storage collections that have been accepted, they had that special fourth ingredient. So, of course, you might notice a different name, you might notice a different colour, you might notice a different picture. But what's that extra special fourth ingredient that's going to make this storage stand out compared to all of the other storages you're going to make? And I know, I don't want to hear, oh, but it's a different colour. No, don't need that. Oh, but it's got a different picture. No, I don't care about that either. Oh, it's got a different number and a different name. No. You've got to have something extra special. If you don't have that, I'm not going to sit here and say it's not going to be accepted, but with the two recent storage collections having that extra special fourth ingredient, what's going to be here that's going to make this stand out compared to all of the other storages, Mr. Verona? That's all I'm going to say, right? Go look at the likes of the scientific storage collection. Go look at the likes of the graffiti storage collection. You can see how with the scientific storage collection, there was a whole bunch of like schematics and details written all around, all over the box, different for each and every single box. And all of the writings and whatnot were all in theme for that specific box as well. With the likes of the graffiti storages, the font was utilised to be a nice little showcase for what it represented. The clothing storage, well, the font for it had like patches all sewn in and whatnot. The medical storage, well, that had like bandages all over it, like a little bit of bleeding and all of that. So they incorporated the actual font itself to be the extra special fourth ingredient. What are you going to do with this? It's not a criticism, it's rather, you've made this, but you could probably add something a little bit more. And that might potentially help you out. Same thing applies to the CRT monitor set that we've been seeing over the past few weeks. It's very nice to look at, but it just lacks that fourth special ingredient. So, something for you to consider. What could you add to this that'll make it stand out compared to all of the other ones? And it can't be a colour, can't be a name, and it can't be a picture. It has to be something else. Right. So, best of luck to you, Mr. Verona. Now we have the polystyrene wood box. You might notice this is made by Red Rex, so he might be taking a bit of a pause in his space foil collection, which is fine, you know. Some skin creators like to do that. So, do you hate it when you rub your fingers or hands on it and it makes that weird noise? Well, you know what? That's got to be, you know, holding something very valuable. You know, if you ever order something valuable, you're always going to get it in something like this, which is quite funny because it is quite literally a large box. So, what valuable things are you going to hide into your polystyrene large box? If you like the idea of that, please consider voting yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Red Rex. Now we have the Aviators large box. This is made by Sad Happy. Oh, that's the mesh. Okay, cool. So yes, Aviators large box. Get a good look at that. This is it in game. Get a good look at that. Tools. Yes, tools. And does it glow? Doesn't look like... No, this does not glow. You might see this, but this is someone shining a light. So yeah, you get the idea. So best of luck to you, Mr. Sad Happy. Then we have the modern large box. What makes this modern? What am I looking at? So it's got a nice, fairly tame design right here. And then if we look at the top of it, maybe. Oh, is that like some cushion of something? Looking pretty nice there. Yeah, alright. Looking pretty lavish and interesting. This doesn't appear to glow in the dark. So, if you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Kadrix. Then we have the Greenberry large wood box. This is made by Keka. And, well, it's very green. Do you want to hide a large box in some bushes? I think that's what they're trying to offer to you. So, yep, this is the Greenberry large wood box. Get a good look at that. Get a good look at that. We've had multiple colours of these, by the way. We had blue, red, yellow, and now we have green. So, if you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no. Best of luck to you, Keka. Now we have the high quality metal box. And no, this is not part of the collection Diaz made. That was all weapons. This right here is more in theme to the likes of the actual, high quality metal for when you construct your base and whatnot. It's like the floor and the walls. And when you look at this, you'll notice the walls here and the floor there. Yep. So this is made by Odyssey. Sorry about that. This is made by Odyssey. If you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no. We've had quite a lot of storages being accepted this year that were referential to what's already in the game and whatnot. So if you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no. Then we have another attempt with the high voltage, even though it came out last week. Looks like we got another version. So this is version 2, high voltage. Danger, danger. High voltage. We're in church. Sorry. So this is the regular one. And this is the glow-in-the-dark one. Get a good look at that. Do you like what you see? Ooh, yes. So, it's very shiny. Very cool. And it's made by To The Sunset. If you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no. Now we have the large gold wood box. Hang on a minute. 3 of the gold bars is missing. Who took them? Ah, it's shiny. Right, so, yeah. It's the large gold wooden box, and as I said, someone's pinched a few of them. Anyway, it's not part of that minted gold collection, I should just quickly point out. It is very shiny when you show. Oh, I love gold. Right, so yeah, this isn't part of that minted gold collection. That was made by Mr. Tricks. This right here is made by Sean Mick, and as you can see here, we have a GIF showing off the launch box. It does not glow in the dark. So just wanted to confirm that. And you can see it right there. So, cool. Best of luck to you, Sean Mick. And now we have the Sea large wood box. So again, more skins in reference to the underwater and whatnot, because we have the recent Abyss update. Get a good look at that. It's got the nice neon design. And that seems to be it. And here it is at night time. Wow. Yep. So, if you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Zalotno. Hello, everybody. Today I want to present you my new sea box. I hope you like it. I think it's perfectly fine for what it is. Do you want a nice colourful neon design for a large box? Well, here you go. And, which do you prefer, the fish, the crab, or the starfish? Right. Moving on, we now have the doors. Right, so we've got some wooden doors. We've got sheet metal doors. Quite a lot of sheet metal doors, to be precise. And then we have some armoured doors. Right then, so here we go. Royal door, wooden door. This is made by Kadrix. Hang on a minute, didn't you just submit another skin? I don't think that's allowed, Mr. Kadrix. You know what? I'm skipping ahead. Right, we have Wicket Gate wooden door. This is made by Jiba and Slivkey, and looking at what I see here, it seems to be kind of, well, it looks like they're trying to intend, it's meant to be used with the likes of the Adobe building skin, which is totally fine. I'm not sure, like, well, actually, can you see it's got transparency there, so you can see through it at the very top. That's pretty interesting. Do people who live with houses like this have doors like this as well? I don't know. I have no idea. Like, I'm not sure what the reference is. I don't think it looks very good with the sheet metal. Well, I think the main intention is to use it with the likes of the Adobe building skin, because that's what they use pictures of here. So, alright, best of luck to you too. If you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no. Then we have the El Diablo collection, dabbling and moving into making deployable skins. Yes, Mr. Eros, very, very, very successful with his collection here. At the same time, he was also successful with his other collection, which I've forgotten the name of, unfortunately. But yeah, El Diablo was a collection that started off last year, and it kept getting a lot of acceptances, and well, looks like he's decided to move from weapons and start making deployables. So here's the wooden box, and well, if we had a link to all of the other skins, I would have shown a quick look at all of them. But this is the non-glowing version, and over here is the glow-in-the-dark version. Do you like what you see? Do you like the design? Do you like how it stands out? Oh, it's burning here as well. I didn't notice that. Oh dear. Oh no. And on the other side it doesn't burn. So, well, and I mean, it doesn't have anything that glows here, but I think this bit does glow. Do you see that? I think that bit actually does glow. See the little embers and whatnot? So you do see a little bit of glowing, but only here. All right, cool, cool. Well, best of luck to you, Mr. Eros. And now we had to discuss, would Deployables help out the El Diablo collection? Let's go take a look. So how many weapons do we have? We have 5 weapons right here in front of us. Only the double barrel's doing all right at the moment. Bit unfortunate. The weapons, well, here's the problem. When a collection of skins is usually only weapons, by default, they tend to not do very well. I'm not 100% sure why the El Diablo double barrel is holding up very nicely. Initially, I believed it was a pump, but it's actually doing quite all right in terms of like actual genuine demand. I'm led to believe a YouTuber probably used this. Or, you know, at the end of the day, it just looks very cool for a double barrel. Fair enough. But now that we're dabbling into deployables, could more deployable skins potentially help out the likes of these weapons? Hard maybe. First of all, a wooden door. They're not exactly super always in demand, but if we end up seeing a sheet metal door and a garage door and a double door and whatnot, maybe? Hard maybe. If we started to see the likes of El Diablo clothing and armor, I think that would be more likely to help out the likes of these weapons. So yeah, I have seen something like that before. Skullkiller collection started off with like 4 or 5 Skullkiller weapons, but the colour of them just didn't really match up with any of the already existing clothing and armour. Kind of struggled a bit. Guess what? We ended up seeing Skullkiller Tier 2, Tier 3 and hoodie and pants being made. And then suddenly, Skullkiller weapons actually went up in price, and they're fairly in demand. Why? Because they can easily be paired with the actual collection that it's part of, the Skullkiller clothing and armour. So yeah, something for you to consider, Mr. Eros. So, by default, I don't think the wooden door is going to have that much of an impact. So, yeah, best of luck to you, Mr. Eros. Now we're moving on to the sheet metal doors. We got GXT's face. GXT faces, that's how I should have said it. Dribble metal double door. I think it's supposed to be... Is that a basketball court? But, like... Yeah, it is. Oh, so it's like looking down. And then the head is like a basketball. I get it now. I get it. Shouldn't you have made the head orange? I'm just saying it would have been a whole lot easier to notice. Right, okay. So if you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no. Do you like basketball? Well, you potentially might have a cool idea right in front of you. Now we're moving on to the likes of the sheet metal door, Green Disguise. So this is made by Y9J in 34633. Yep, Mr. Y9J has been very successful recently with the likes of his pirate collection. I mean, all you need to do is take a look at this and ho ho ho. So he's probably trying to do something a little bit different now. First of all, taking a break from the pirate collection for a while. That's totally fine. Don't blame him. That is a bit of a smarter idea. But yeah, could he potentially set up a brand new collection right here? Maybe, possibly. We'll see. We will see. But yeah, sheet metal Green Disguise. If you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no. Then we have the Infernal Door. This is made by McQuarrie and Chakloon. It's melting right in front of you. No, actually, I believe this is like a proper furnace, steelworks. Yeah, I guess that's probably the better way of saying it. And all the ore is leaking out and pouring all down. And is this glow in the dark? Did they mention it? Yes. No, they didn't mention it, but it's quite clear that that's glow in the dark. Why did I stutter a little bit there? Sorry about that. So, Infernal Door. If you like what you see. Oh, you probably won't get raided because nobody will want to touch the door then. Ah, no, I'm joking. Goofy idea, but hey, it works. So best of luck to you, Mr. McQuarrie and Chakloon. Let's see if that potentially gets accepted. Maybe it's just cheese. Does anybody have a base full of cheese? Would you want a base full of cheese? Anyway, moving on. Okay, now we have the burning pirate door. Why is everybody setting fire to their doors? Why is everyone setting fire to their doors? What's going on? It's the summer. We don't need heat. Right, Mad Polly, pick me, please, has gone ahead and made this. And that's the only image we have. So, if you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no. Stop burning your doors! Right, finally, this looks secure. Mr. Bear, Trip and Hulk, they've gone ahead and they've made a phone door. Get a good look at that. That's pretty neat. That is pretty neat. Right, well... As you can see here, this appears to be a glow-in-the-dark door. I think this has 2 versions, right? Yeah, this is the glow-in-the-dark version. So here we are. At night, it looks like this. And during the day... Oh, well, actually, you can see during the day right here. Right, hang on a minute. Is the one that's not glowing pure black, but still shiny? And is the one that is glow-in-the-dark... yellow by default? I think that actually might be the case. Right. Well, regardless, if you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no. Do you like it? Say your words. Not too many people commented, it seems, but yep, if you like it, you know what to do. Right, now we're moving on to armoured doors. We have the Vandal armoured door made by Kelmer Legend and Rick, and you can see how they set up the design here, so get a good look at that whilst I take a quick drink. Alright. He likes to scribble a lot, doesn't he? Come on, hurry up. Right, so here we have the Vandal armoured door. Do you wanna have graffiti all over your door? Why do you want that? Oh, it's artistic. Oh, right, then that's fine. So, I mean, yeah, if you feel like that's a pretty cool looking idea, you know what to do. Please consider voting yes or no, and maybe offer a nice comment or two. Remember, the collection link is in the description. You can go look at all of those skins yourself right now, and yeah, you can go there. So, best of luck to you, Kelmo and Rick. Now we have the Vacation Armoured Door. This is made by iSmile. I do believe over the past few weeks we've been seeing a lot of these vacation skins being made. A nice, straight-to-the-point neon design, and, well, sticking with it. Nothing wrong with straight and simple. Like, not every single skin has to be super high detailed and crazy. Sometimes a nice, relaxed, simpler approach tends to work out very nicely, and they tend to be accepted. So if you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no. We have the Vacation Armoured Door. It's right there in front of you, and best of luck to you, Mr. iSmile. Now we have the Gearclad Armoured Door. This is made by NXB. Okay, here we go. I guess it's probably supposed to be pronounced Nebula. Then we have Source, and then we have Splatter Sponge. You have some very strange names. So is this like a steampunk? It's looking like it's steampunk or something. Pretty interesting. All the cogs and the gears from the behind and all pipes and whatnot. Hey, it looks cool. Does it glow in the dark? Yep. That looks like a scary face. Eyes and teeth and scary. Right. Okay then. Cool. So, if you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no. Do you like the Gearclad Armoured Door? You know what to do. Right then. Now, this is a talking point. What we have here, and I'm surprised to see, this is the only brick skin that I've seen today. Or rather, over the weekend. So Upor and Hyper Monster, you might be quite lucky because of this. Now, you might be looking at it and thinking, well, what's this? What's going on? If you aren't fully informed, I guess we could probably look this up. Rust brick building skin. The next building skin is going to be brick. Yes, for stone walls. So, of course, we've talked about this before. If I quickly hop onto YouTube real quickly, here's my YouTube. Not too long ago, I made a video called, where is it? Investing into new Rust content updates, speculative investing. So basically, if we know what's likely going to be appearing in the next update, for example, we know that the next update is going to have the brick skin, which will most likely be appearing, let's just get the good idea of this, the 3rd of August. So 3rd of August, we're going to have, of course, Rust or Rotation, we're going to have an update, and with that update, we'll see the release of this Brick Wall Stone DLC skin. If there were anything that related to the likes of brick walls, people likely would have bought out those skins. But unfortunately, we don't actually have any skins that relate to brick walls at all. So, what also happens is we tend to see skin creators making skins in relation to the new upcoming content. Now, of course, already today, and especially during this video, we saw a whole bunch of people making underwater theme skins, didn't we? Because we recently had the Abyss update. Well, now, because we know what's likely going to be appearing soon, because we've been teased and we know about it already, because it's already on staging and whatnot. As you can see, he wouldn't be able to get these pictures. Upor and Hypermonster have gone ahead and they've made a skin to cater towards the new, upcoming DLC. And do you reckon that blends in quite nicely? Yeah, so next week, and maybe the week after that, I wouldn't be surprised in the slightest if we see a whole bunch more brick skins. But I'm quite surprised to see nobody else released or submitted a brick skin today. Maybe they're trying to kind of like line it up perfectly. What do you mean, Hedge? Well, like I said, for a top picks list, when a top picks list usually comes out, it usually comes out, all the skins that we're seeing here today. I've clicked the wrong thing. I meant to look here. Sorry. Well, actually, that works. All the skins that we see here today, well, they're not likely going to be seen in a top picks list until next week. remember these skins? We saw all of them last week, didn't we? Because we're looking at the skins that literally just appeared over the past weekend. The newest submissions, to be precise. So, what usually happens is a lot of skin creators will, submit a skin with the intention of having it readily available to be seen next week when it's in the top picks list. Because remember, with a top picks list, this is a curated list that TGG has made himself. He's made sure that there are no DMCA or copyright issues. He's made sure that these skins are of the quality standard to be accepted into Rust. This list actually gets seen by Facepunch. So, point I'm trying to make is, if you're expecting, so if you submit a skin over the past weekend, like now, this past weekend, you wouldn't expect these skins to potentially be seen by Facepunch until next week. So I guess, if you get the idea, we probably might not see this brick door being accepted this Thursday, but maybe next Thursday. But that's not the 3rd of August, it's the week before. So maybe he jumped the gun and went a little bit too early, or maybe he'll still be fine. I should point out, it could still potentially be a late pick, It might have come out this week. It might not come out next week, but it could still potentially appear the week after that, the 3rd of August. So, yeah, that's just the routine of explaining the time frame for when a skin likely might potentially be accepted, a Rust Workshop skin submission. If you want to learn a little bit more about that, I would suggest that you go over to YouTube and you could just type in Rust Micros Hypothesis. It's a video I made, and I can't seem to find it. Micros Hypothesis skins. Okay, time frame. Why is it so hard to find? What? There we are. Right, Micros Hypothesis time frame for Rust Workshop skin submissions. All right. Anyway, go give this a watch. It goes more into detail about how this whole thing usually works out. It's linked. This right here is linked in the description as well. So if you want to learn a little bit more about that, it's available to you right there. Right. Sorry for the bit of Sorry for the little bit of derailing. I'm losing my tongue. I'm losing my sanity. Let's not worry too much. Let's just move on. So this is the version 1, and then the version 2 has more of an outline on the hatch and whatnot. So, are you a fan of that? Maybe. At least you got options to pick from, and that's what it looks like when it's attached to the wall and whatnot. So, yeah. Please consider voting yes or no if you like it or not. And now we actually have a continuation of a collection. What do we have right in front of us? It's Duck's single armoured shipping container door. Again, in reference to the shipping container building skin that we saw not too long ago, about 2 months ago. So, what am I talking about? Well, about a month and a half ago, we saw the shipping container DLC appear, and during that same week, here we are, Mr. Duck, at the right time, submitted his garage door, and it was accepted immediately, or, yeah, on the day when the release of the DLC came out. You get the idea. So this, again, talking about the brick skin, and then we move on to this, it's actually quite good, I guess you could say, because I'm explaining everything as it kind of works. So Duck made the skin, submitted it at the right time, and then the week after, it was it was accepted because he timed it right, because it appeared. When did this come out? At the beginning of June. That's it. Yep. So, right. Here's the garage door, and it's currently selling at $1.50, and there's 355 in the market. Why did that happen? Because it sold like 40,000 plus. It was ridiculous. Will the likes of the armored door, the single armored door, potentially help out this? It's got 355 on the 354 in the market, but there isn't that much. Isn't that much resistance? Maybe. If we saw a whole bunch more shipping container skins being made and accepted, fair enough. I think it could work out quite all right. But I think we need to see a lot more shipping container skins being made and accepted for likes of that garage door to be helped out, because it needs a lot of help. I had a lot of them being bought, and there's a lot of them in circulation. So basically, you've got to understand there's demand, and then there is supply, and if there's too much supply, well, there's a lot of them being thrown onto like the Steam Market and third-party sites, and the value of the skin's going to diminish or go down. So, yeah, it's a bit of a struggle. So I don't think the likes of this is going to immediately cause the likes of the garage door to suddenly be a positive. So, yeah, a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. And I believe, if we could scroll back up here, because I remember. We have 2 more doors to talk about, 2 more deployables to be precise. Here we have the gaming room garage door, made by Emilio Frito and Saka di Semilias. Get a good look at this bright and colourful, very interesting looking, neon, glow-in-the-dark garage door skin. Do you like what you see? Are you a fan? Do you need a gaming room? Do you have a gaming chair? You're going to need to go ahead and buy that gaming... What was that? Rust chair. Rust game chair. What was the brand? Was it Secret Lab? That's it. If you buy a, what was it, like $500 gaming chair, then you can have the gaming chair and it's going to go perfect with your gaming room garage door. So it's an investment, guys. It's an investment. Understand. Please understand. Right, so best of luck to you, Emilio Frito and Sacadi Semilias, and yeah. And lastly, what do we have here? It's a return of the Constellations collection, the Armour Double Door. I believe this is a version 2, technically speaking. Cavency probably removed the old one, but yeah, this isn't the first time I've seen this. Now, okay, this is a deployable, and you know what? Constellations collection, you're a very good one to talk about. Earlier this year, we had a garage door, if I can remember. Constellions. What am I doing here? I do that sometimes. Oh, I typed it right, and Constellations. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. I have weird moments. I'm a weird person. You probably figured that out by now. Right. We had this accepted during the first month of this year. I saw a few attempts of more Constellation skins potentially being accepted at some point this year. Nope, didn't happen. Unfortunate. But here's an Armour Double Door. Maybe we'll see this being accepted, and if it is, could we potentially see a spike in demand, spike in price for these skins? By default, I'm going to sit here and say yes. And the reason why is because when we saw this being accepted, these 2 spiked up in demand. So let's just go over the whole situation. This appeared on the 12th of January, 2023. These 2 skins had already existed for a good couple months before this. So, as you can see right here, right now, this garage door has currently got 87 quantity. It's sitting just below $3, and there's not that much resistance. Looking very interesting. Now, when you look at the Armour door, for example, this is currently selling at about $3.31. Very nice. No resistance whatsoever. Now we're going to go take a look at history. What happened on January 12th? What's going on here? Spike in demand, spike in price. Yes, with deployable collections, if there is a new deployable that gets accepted, there's a very decent chance you very likely will see a spike in demand and a spike in price. So, you might notice that kind of spiked and then went down in price pretty quickly afterwards as well. If you happen to have a good listing of your already existing Constellation skins, someone might buy them out. And then suddenly it's going to go down in price again. So you could sell yours at a high price, wait a bit, and then buy it again and get your money, get your skin back, and then have a bit of money on the side. So it's an option. It is an option. And then we got the double door here, which is probably a lot more expensive because there's a double door. $10, I believe. Yep, $10.50. And what happened on January 12th? Yeah. Oh, look. There you go. It went up by like 60%. Yeah. So, yeah, and then it went down afterwards. So, yeah, if you time it right, put a listing at just the right price, you could make a very decent amount of money. You could buy your skin back again and have some money on the side. So, yeah, the option is there available to you. Could we potentially see an Armour Double Door skin being accepted? By default, I'm going to sit here and say, probably not. See, with the likes of Armour Double Door skins, we just don't see them being accepted. Face Punch just doesn't seem to like double doors in general. It's odd. Like sheet metal double doors, no. Wood double doors, no. Armour double doors, no. You'll only see like 1 or 2 being accepted a year. So here we have the armoured bombshell double armour door that appeared earlier this year, and I made a big fuss about this. I said, guys, look, listen. We are very likely not going to see another double armour door skin being accepted this year. So far, I've been correct, and I sat there and said, look, this is going to be a very, very, very good investment. Jump in, buy it now whilst you can. And I probably bought a few hundred, and now it's selling for triple the price, basically, almost. Last year, we had the Outer Planets Armour double door, and that sold for $3, and now it's selling for almost $11. So yeah, point made. We hardly ever see any armoured double doors being accepted to a rust door. Awkward, yes, and it's not looking good for that by default. But maybe it does get accepted. Maybe we see the Return of Constellations collection. Maybe you jump in and buy a whole bunch of these. Why? Because by default, I would think it would be a very nice investment. And of course, with all the other pre-existing Constellation skins, I would expect a spike in demand and a spike in price. Lots of talking there. Let's take a bit of a break. Why don't you take into consideration now, we just went through all of the deployable skins from this weekend, which of these stood out to you the most? Which one was your favourite? Which of these skins do you reckon has the best potential chance in being accepted? Feel free to comment below in the YouTube comments, and I'm going to take a real quick break, having a bit of a drink, and then we'll move on to weapons and tools. Right. Give it a bit of stretch. Ooh. So I did all those deployables, and it's 45 minutes. Now you understand why I felt the need to skip the the intro today with the followed authors list. Right. Right, so here we go. Now we're going to do the weapons and tools, starting off the likes of another rock skin, a knife, a spine sword, a jackhammer, and we have some stone tools. So let's hop in. Right, so we have the copper ore rock. Get a good look at that. Oh, we can see all like the green on it and the sides and whatnot, looking interesting. But this isn't Minecraft. But yeah, this is made by KVA. Yep, you can see where he got all the references for real life copper ore. Wow, look at that. Do you like copper? Well, please consider voting yes or no. Do you like the copper ore rock? Show your support. Please consider offering a nice comment or two. Then over to here we have the steel wire knife. I think this is another attempt at this, because I remember we saw one not too long ago, didn't we, Mr. Screwpin? So this is like steel wire from a ship or some sort. Might have detached, but with a bit of, chiseling. What would you call it? Filing it down or whatever. You can turn it into a nice shiv. So, yes, if you like that, please consider voting yes or no. We have not had a bone knife skin accepted since February 2022. Yeah, we had the metal design one. I can't remember fully, but yeah, we don't see many bone knife skins being made anymore. That right there, I think, is perfectly fine for what it is. I see nothing wrong with it. If you need a bone knife skin, well, consider voting yes or no. Then we have the spine sword. This is made by Mnemonic Man. Now, I looked at this and I just can't seem to fully figure out what exactly it is. What exactly is the spines? Like, are these bullets in the middle here? I think so. Are these runes? I think so. I just don't fully know the name, the reason behind the name and whatnot. I am a little bit confused, and there's no like description or anything, so I'm just going to have to show you the visuals, and you're going to have to make the decision yourself. Do you like what you see? Please consider voting yes or no. Sound good? Right, let's move on. Best of luck to you, Mr. Mnemonic Man. Now we have the deep sea jackhammer. Again, referencing the Referencing the Abyss update, we have the Deep Sea Jackhammer. This is made by Mr. Robstar, and get a good look at this. Now, you might remember we recently had the likes of a Deep Sea Sword being accepted. Guess who made it? Mr. Robstar. And he has definitely been producing some very nice looking skins quite recently. Get a good look at all of that. Right, so Deep Sea Salvage Sword. How are you doing at the moment? Down 34%. Right. Okay. So this is just salvage swords in general. They don't tend to hold their value very nicely, unfortunately. Yeah. I don't think that's going to really recover it all. Like, if I just showed you all the most recent salvage sword skins, you'll get a good idea of what the future is going to be for it. Down 39, down 43, down 47, down 45, down 54. Yeah, it is what it is. There's no recovering from that. It's the actual item itself rather than the skin itself. Shrug, unfortunately. So nothing's going to really help that savage sword. But by default, a jackhammer, you know what? How many jackhammer skins do we normally see being accepted? I believe the last one was it Christmas? No, of course, we had Jackhammer from Hell and Carrot. I'm an idiot. But yeah, we don't see too many of them. We only have 10 marketable ones. Well, actually, some of them were streamer skins. But yeah, like, they tend to do quite all right. You might sit there and say, but the Nutcracker Jackhammer, that's Christmas themed. When it's Christmas time, that'll probably double in price. Wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't be surprised whatsoever. So, they're holding their value. So, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we maybe see another Jackhammer, maybe, possibly. It's a good looking Jackhammer. It is a good looking one. So, Hey, it's up to you. Do you like it? Please consider voting yes or no, and please consider offering a nice comment or two. He already has a whole bunch. Ooh, loads of people like it. There we are. Yeah, he's getting a lot of support there, isn't he? Now we have the Lunar Stone tools. So this is made by Hashaki. Get a good look at this. It's very blue. What's the stone? Is it a gem? Where did you find them? Well, if you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Hashaki. Now we're going to move on to some crossbows and some handguns. Get a good look at all of these. Right. Oh, seems I've jumped into the custom SMGs as well. Oh, that's fine. Right, we have the Pirate Crossbow made by Jessin. Get a good look at this. We only have one image. It's kind of golden, and it's got a little bit of a wrapping with, I think, a pirate flag, I think. If you like it, please consider voting yes or no. Then we have the Panther Crossbow. I believe Mr. Svonsper is going solo for a bit. Look at the panther eyes on the front. I guess you could say that's like his mouth. This is a cool looking design. Yeah, I like this. All right, well, if you like it, please consider voting yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Sunsper. Now we have the Yuck set. Why would you call it Yuck? That's not a good sell. You should call it Yum or something. I know. Yeah. Right, well, I mean, here we are. The Yuck sap. Do you like what you see, or do you feel like going yuck? I just don't know why you did it. Right, moving on. Here we have the Stone Fang Sap. Yes, this is made by Universe Kit. Get a good look at this. It's got, it's like underground fossils and whatnot. Oh, that's cute. That's cool. All right, yeah. Just dig a little deeper. You'll find something eventually. All right, Universe Kit, that's a pretty interesting idea. Do you like what you see? Please consider voting yes or no. And don't forget, in the description of this video, you can go ahead and look at the collection yourself, and you can consider voting yes or no on all the skins that we've seen today and more. Wooden mouse sap. Sorry, what did I say mouse? Model. I looked at the M, I saw the S, and I just thought mouse, because I'm an idiot. My apologies, Sotsendra and Eichvenia. But you know what? Why not consider making a wooden mouse sap now, because I came up with the idea. So we have the... Sorry, my nose is really itchy. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. I'm odd. I already said I'm weird, didn't I? Well, you know, it's happening. Right, anyway, moving on. Here we have the wood model semi-automatic pistol. It looks like it comes in a kit, and you can make it all yourself, and then shoot your enemies. Yay! So, do you like crafts? Do you like just sitting down and enjoying the peace of building a nice little weapon that you can shoot your neighbours with? Well, here we have the wooden model sap that doesn't seem to be loading its last image. Can you try now? No? Well, there we go. Best of luck to you, Mr. Sodsindra and Ekfania. Does it have a useful, colourful tip? And it looks like it's not going to show me. Judging by what I see here, it's just light brown like the rest of it. So, best of luck to you too. Let's see if that potentially gets accepted. Gentlemen, if you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no. There we have Python skins. We are looking at Sunart's Water Python. Let's get a good closer look at this. Oh, that's a little bit pretty. Why am I suddenly not able to look at pictures? What's going on? What have I done wrong? Right click. Blocked. I'm trying to do a video here. Let's just zoom in. Alright, so I found Nemo. There we are. Yeah, so it's like corals. Got your clownfish. Alright, that's a cute little idea. Can I click this? No. What's happened? What have I done wrong? I don't know what I did. Steam doesn't like me. It might actually just be Steam. Now, from what I can see... Right, from what I can see here, it looks like it's just a golden tip. So, best of luck to you, Sunart. You got a cute little idea here. Oh, I can see that now. Can I see this? Why? I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, cool. Fun little Python. Let's see if that potentially gets accepted. Now we have the right SMG. This is made by Delarai. Do you remember the LR300 that we... Do you remember the LR3... Oh, I know why. Oh, no. I know why. If I refresh... Did I just get attacked by Steam Maintenance? I did. I just got attacked by Steam Maintenance. This is why I don't normally record this later on. I normally do it a little bit earlier. Oh no. Oh no. See, that explains a lot. That does explain a lot. That's a little bit awkward. That is a little bit awkward. But at the very least, I can sit here and I can talk to you about the Riot collection. So not too long ago, we saw the Riot LR300 being accepted. Now, of course, with the custom SMG, we potentially might see a new skin being accepted. Could we potentially see a rise in price on the Riot LR300? I'm going to sit here and say, by default, no. By default, I don't think so. It's just going to be weapons, and by default, when the collection only consists of weapons, it very likely won't be retaining value. Very likely will be going down south. I mean, this sold for $1.99, and currently it's selling for, I can't show you because Steam's not working at the moment. Thanks, Steam. But yeah, judging what we have here, it's got very low quantity. In fact, if we look over to the right here, it can actually show you what we see on Steam. So SUMM's actually going to help us out quite a bit here. It just doesn't seem to be holding up that nicely. I don't imagine the Riot LR300 is going to change that much. If we start to see some other skins part of the Riot collection, maybe it'll do a little bit better. And it just shows me right here with 34 of them because I bought a whole bunch of them on buy order. Well, there you go. Sometimes it's a lot better to do buy orders instead of doing a straight purchase if you're, keeping things in mind for the financial purpose and whatnot. So, well, I mean, we have... can I look at it now? No, okay. So this is the Custom SMG Redemption. Custom SMG, to be precise. We have a continuation of the Redemption collection. Get a good look at this, people. It's the return of the ever so nice, shiny-looking cranberry red collection. That is the Redemption collection. As per usual, it's got its useful red tip at the top. And it's ever so nice and shiny. Are you a fan? Lots of people appear to be a fan. If I quickly go over to here, how many people bought the likes of all of the other Redemption skins? Yep, they're all doing ever so nicely. And yeah, it's not showing the skins now because Steam's down. So I repeat, the reason why we can't look at the pictures is because of regularly scheduled Tuesday maintenance on Steam. Just wanted to point that out. So yep, here we have the likes of the Redemption collection. This doesn't seem to follow the likes of the rule that if you only have weapons in the collection, they're likely going to suffer. This is a very nice in-demand and, people like the design of this whole collection, so it's working out very nicely for it. And I believe we're just around the corner from potentially seeing the likes of clothing and armour appearing soon, so keep that in mind. That's very likely going to give this another bit of a boost in demand and whatnot. So, could we see the custom SMG being accepted? Could we also potentially see the bolt-action rifle that we saw last week potentially being accepted? Well, we shall see. Redemption collection is in demand, and I would be in... I by default do think if we potentially saw this being accepted, I don't think it's going to really cause the rest of the Redemption skins to go up in price, but it will definitely help keep it up. What am I trying to say? The Redemption collection is sitting ever so comfortably in the position that it's in because we've been seeing so many skins being bought out, and as I said, it's in demand, so the more the merrier. And as I have already also said, I do believe we're going to see some clothing and armour at some point soon. So keep that all in mind. Right, so am I going to be able to look at all of these at the moment? The answer is... no. I mean, we are an hour in now, so maybe I'll just continue. I'm very, very, very sorry if we haven't seen your skin yet. Yeah, this is awkward. No, don't show me that. I don't. Oh. So this normally lasts for about, I don't know, about 10-15 minutes sometimes. I think we're just going to have to move on ahead. Again, very sorry, but I mean, this was already going long, so let's just move on. We have stop. No, I can't refresh this because it will cause this to disappear as well. So I'm going to have to try my best not hover over all of these. We have Hedge's Constructor MP5. It's got a nice, somewhat... I believe it's got like a green white... Is that a green light on a grey body skin? Yep, that looks okay. But MP5s in general at the moment, we could probably take a look at MP5s. How many MP5 skins that came out fairly recently are currently in the positive? And my answer is nope. Only the blackout. Only the blackout. So I'd say in the past 2 years, only the blackout MP5 is standing out quite nicely. It has like reduced aim sight. It's like transparent so you can see more. And someone made a TikTok about that back in early May. And now it's selling for about $12 to $13. All of the other ones, nope. And as I should also point out, being part of the blackout collection does kind of help it out a fair bit. Right, can I give it another look? Can I see what you are? Can I? Will you let me look at you? Yay! There we go. That was really stupid. My apologies, but we got through it. We're not going to stop. I have so many more skins to talk about for my Rust skin enjoyers. So, yeah, let's go take a look at all of these skins. Right. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never going to hit me down. Constructor MP5. This is made by Hedge. Get a good look at that. It spins, it spins, it spins. Do you like what you see? Please consider voting yes or no. Moving on, we have the Roll Cage MP5. This is made by Horror Meow and Yancake Lover. We have GIFs in motion. Get a good look at this. It's yellow, it's dirty, it's definitely in need of some polish and whatnot, but that's all by design. You know, if you're going to be using a weapon a whole lot, of course it's going to get dirty. You might get some blood in it and whatnot. So, pretty interesting approach, but yeah, if you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no. I can look at pictures again. Yeah. Right. So, can we get named down the site image? I don't think we can. What does it show there? The color of the tip is yellow. Cool. Best of luck to you, Horror Meow and Yancake Lover. Now, Blackboard MP5. Do you remember the Blackboard collection? Blackboard. I believe we only have 2 skins that are accepted. Let's just get a quick look at this. And we have the Blackboard LR right there. Wait, is that it? I swear we had more. Was it just the Blackboard LR? No, there was more than that, right? No. You tried many skins, didn't you, Kua? That's a bit of a disappointment. I swear we had more. But it's probably because I saw all of the submissions. That sucks. Right, well, if we were to see the likes of the Blackboard MP5 potentially being accepted, would the likes of the LR300 potentially... Oh, yeah, I remember this. He originally... he made a version like that. exactly like El Banana. Do you remember the streamer's MP5 skin? Well... I think he's returned to making it like that, because I guess Face Punch weren't very much in favour of that design. Oh, no, it is that design. Oh, so that's a regular MP5. Okay, right. Sorry, I got a little bit mistaken there. That's the regular MP5, and this is his MP5. Do you like what you see? Do you see what he's done? So it is like that El Banano MP5, and if that were to be accepted... would people potentially buy out the likes of the Blackboard LR300? Probably not. No, I don't think so. It's like the Riot custom SMG. I don't think so. By default, LR300s aren't exactly super in demand. So, still, it would be very nice to see that sightless thing. People do definitely appreciate. So, best of luck to you, Mr. Kua. Do you see Banana Man up and on the white hot sand? Here he come with some for me, freshly peeled from banana tree. No, picked. Hedge, you ruined it. Right, so do you want a banana? Sorry. Alright, this is Debski's and PYH's newest skin. It is the MP5 Nanana. The banana. Right. It's bright, it's yellow, it's in your face. Do you need more potassium in your life? Please consider voting yes or no for the MP5 na. Right. We should also take a look at the banana skins, and they're still suffering a fair bit. Not ridiculously bad, but, you know, when times are good, I do think they're all going to rebound and go up quite nicely. I do believe we probably should consider seeing some deployables or some clothing and armour soon, Debski and BYH. I feel like that's the next interesting step that you could take. Don't fear it, go for it. Give it a shot. I'd recommend that. Necrotic Pump Shotgun. This is made by Wirecut and Kusel. Get a good look at this. Ooh, look at that. Pretty freaky. Yeah, pretty freaky indeed. Is that teeth? Oh, okay, right. Well, this is definitely weird. Do you like what you see? Please consider voting yes or no. It's pretty out there, isn't there? But maybe that's what's needed to see another pump shotgun skin being accepted. Fair enough. Then we have the Coliseum double barrel shotgun. This is made by Zinc and Fresh. Pretty cool looking design. It's like the pillars that you'd see in Effins and whatnot. It's all cracked, aged. That's actually looking really good. Not everybody will like this, I'm sure, but you got to respect how they've designed that and whatnot. That does look really nice. You've done a pretty damn good job of that. All the grimes where it needs to be. The cracks and everything. Yeah, I like that. That's cool. Well, do you think it's cool as well? Please consider voting yes or no. And best of luck to you two. Yeah, you got a lot of comments there. I bet a lot of people do like it. That's a cool looking double barrel. Okay. Oh no. We got the anime skins. Right, Evan.obj. Here we are. So, get a good look at this. Oh wow, it spins. It's moving. But where's the anime girls? There's a sheer lack of anime girls and mechs and fighting scenes on this anime, sir. Where is it, Heaven? Where is it? You gotta have more than just the anger emoji thing and whatnot. Just saying. It's glittery, yay! Right, let's go take a look at the other SARs, and then the LR300s, and then we've got a lot of AKs to go through. And then we're already like an hour and 10 minutes in, so Apache SAR, get a good look at this. This is made by SNKSS, Marduk, and IGWT Menace. Get a good look at that. It's bright, it's colourful. We aim down the sight, what do we see? It's a red tip. That's perfection, thank you very much. So yeah, if you like the designs of this, please consider voting yes or no for the Apache SAR. Cool. Then we have the SAR Tattoo Collector. Ah, right, well that's a little bit interesting. I'm just going to put a knife in here, I'm going to add a knife over there, put some stitches over here. This is made by Mr. Drug Vlad. Know that this skin carries not only madness, but also some wild beauty. It will become an integral element of the collection of any true hooligan who wants to emphasise his uniqueness and bright character. I don't think there's anything bright about having a knife stabbed into you. I'm just saying. Right, aim down the sight. What do we see? What's on the tip? The colour is, it's just like a browny red. That should be right. That should be right. Now we have LR300s. We have the Tiger Fury LR300. Right. Didn't we see this last week? I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure we saw this last week. Did you redo it? Did you redo it, Snake Eyes? What's going on? I don't know what's going on. Right. Well, if you like the Tiger, if you think he looks cool, if you need more orange skins in your life, please consider voting yes or no for the Tiger Fury LR300. Here we have the Pearl LR300 made by FaZe. Get a good look at that. From the side, it's got like an urban camo type of design. Aim down a sight maybe. What do I see right there? It's a red tip. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yes, yes, yes. Right. Well, if you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. FaZe. Consider voting yes or no. Right, there we go. Oh, banger. Right, okay. Sorry, I forgot about this one. The banger collection has returned. You might remember that we had a whole bunch of banger weapons being accepted quite some time back, all with like the cartoony like graphics and whatnot, the POW, the bullet, and the many different colourful scenery and whatnot. So yeah, aim down the sight. What do we see? A nice, useful red tip right there. Let's go take a look at the banger collection. Did we have a few accepted earlier this year? I remember like 3 or 4. And then towards the very end of 2022. Oh, we only had one. Right, now it's at the very beginning of this year. That's it. Because we had like a whole bunch accepted towards the end of the year. And then it stopped. I do remember there was a whole bunch submitted. I do remember that. They weren't accepted. Right, because, yeah, Saturday Skin Showcases and whatnot. That's doing really well. What's going on there? What's going on with that SAR? What's going on with you? Well, it's got the support. That's definitely there. If we do look at this in dollars. And then if I look at its history, has it just been trending upwards forever? Alright. I'm led to believe a streamer used it, and then everybody wanted to use it, or a TikTok video was made about it, and then suddenly everybody wants to use it. Feels like something's happened there. Something's definitely happened there. Right, anyway, moving on. Banger collection, it's mainly only weapons. I don't think a new weapon is magically going to cause all the upper weapons to go up in price. Maybe we could see some banger deployables and clothing and armor skins at some point. It's up to you, Mr. Michael and CD. There was always... no, I don't want to read all that. I'm pretty sure I've read all of this before. I've got to move on. I'm like an hour in, and we still got clothing and armor to go through, and now we've got all the AKs. Right, here we go. We got so many AKs to show all of you. Don't you like the AKs? Well, boo on you. Yay! Loads and loads of AKs. And an N96. Here we go. Right, what do we see right here? Diaz has decided to take a break from his high-quality metal approach, and he has now decided to go ahead and make a brand new collection. We have the AR Energized. It's got green lightning all over it. Doesn't that sound cool? What do we have for the tip? The colour is a dark... No, it's like a very shiny emerald green, like an emerald Doppler knife. That looks kind of cool. If you... I just noticed like a little bit of green here, a little bit green. Sorry. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have pointed that out, but yeah. All right. Anyway, it's pretty cool looking. Do you like what you see? Please consider voting yes or no. Then we have the Copper Aberration AR. This isn't... No, I saw him wearing this armor, but it's not part of the same collection because that collection actually started off with its own AK. So yeah, Copper Aberration AR. Do you like what you see? Do you like what you see? This is made by Confusion. Yep, that's correct. Yep. And yeah, do you like the design? Please consider voting. Why do you have Catabate? Right, whatever. Sorry. Sorry. Moving on. Right, then we have Massacre AK-47. This is made by Oasis, Diatonic Graphics, and Schumer. Oh, that looks cool. And we have Motion. Oh, yes, beautiful motion. You can't see anything. Oh, the lights. So, aim down the sight. What do we see? We have a red tip right there. Look to its side. Look at the skin itself. Do you like what you see? Are you a fan? We have eyes over here, eyes over there. Scary looking teeth. I don't know what that is. Is it a hood? I think so. Right. Are you a fan? Do you like it? Please consider voting yes or no. Best of luck to you. I need to take a quick drink. Sorry. Best of luck to you, Free. Massacre AK-47. Sounds pretty cool. But now we have the Archangel AR. Now that sounds also very cool. Is this going to save me? It's got a golden trim to it. It's got wings all over it. It's trying its best to avoid doing a Christian symbol. So yeah, golden tip. Pretty cool looking. I wouldn't have aimed at that because it makes it hard to see this. Yeah, but you can see right there, golden tip. And yeah, pretty cool looking gun. Are you a fan? Do you like it? Please consider voting yes or no. Best of luck to you, GBG and Trigger. Then we have the Survivor prototype, no stock version. Legacy and Lifter has made this. Get a good look at this. There's a lot of AKs this week, isn't there? So yeah, can see like the full ammo and on the side there. And look at all these little images that they put on the side. Aim down the sight. What's the colour of the tip? The tip is black. Yes, right. So if you're a fan of this, please consider voting yes or no. Survivor prototype AK, no stock. Do we have a stock version? No. Nope. That was weird. Sorry. Had a bit weird like hiccup there. AK-47 Tinsmith. This is made by Xenon. Meccano, is that what it's called? Do you remember what Meccano is? Meccano. Yeah. Stuff like that. Do you remember that? I think it still exists. I'm pretty sure it's still being made and whatnot because you've got all these sets and whatnot. Like, it's like the stuff you kind of clip in and you end up making like a car or, as you can see there, a giant drill or a carousel there. Damn. So, yeah, I think I can see where the influence for that came from. Pretty interesting looking design. Aim down the sight image anywhere, please. Do we have that? Doesn't look like it, but we can see there that it is a black tip, it seems. Black tip. This is weird. Did you kind of blur the background, but not this bit here? Well, moving on. We also have a version 2. What's the version 2? What's different with the version 2? Don't seem to notice it. Still got the black tip there. I don't know what's super different. Well, moving on. We have... well, best luck to you, Xenon. We now have the likes of the Borealis AR. Get a good look at that. It's trying to imitate the colours that we normally see when we see the Aurora Borealis. Right here in this very living room. No, shut up. Don't do that, Hedge. Don't be weird now. Right, so let's get a good look at that. Very nice and colourful. Do we have a nice aim down the sight image anywhere? Yes, we do. Oh, you're a star. So, purple tip there. That should be good for pretty much every single environment. And that's just the basic concept. There's no colour to it. Right. Borealis is custom-made avalanche. Is a custom-painted avalanche. Oh, so you made the avalanche skin last week. Oh, okay then. Right. Because it's Exynos Bingo and Ixavera again. Okay. Vixara. Sorry. So, okay, fair enough. Okay. Well, best of luck to you then. Then we have the likes of the Cerberus AK-47. Get a good look at that. Look at those angry dogs. And, yeah. Pretty interesting idea. Put some pants on, please. Stepan Mugiwara. Right, what do we have here? Is that a reddish tip? It's a red tip right there. Perfection. Do you like dogs? Do you like angry dogs? Do you like angry three-headed dogs? We have the Cerberus AK-47 right here, right in front of you. Please consider voting yes or no if you happen to like the skin. Then we have the AK... Oh, is this a glow-in-the... Whoa, we got a glow-in-the-dark AK? Are you going there, sir? Are you actually giving it a shot? Right, well, here's the thing. We have not seen a glow-in-the-dark AK since, like, 2019, I believe, for Halloween. That is usually when we'll see a glow-in-the-dark AK being accepted. But here we have, I believe, 2 versions. Kind of Valorant style. Yeah, so this is a glow-in-the-dark AK. And I'm going to be honest with you. I know it's very bad. It's not going to be helpful for you. People might notice you from a distance, but... If it didn't badly affect you, would you actually like to use that? Because that does look pretty cool. It's a pretty cool looking glow right there. Sir Q knows what he's doing. He's the one who makes the From Hell collection. So I think he's going to made a pretty interesting looking skin here. That's not fully black, is it? It's like got a weird red whey to it, I think. But regardless, pretty cool looking design. Do you like what you see? Well, guess what? There's a version without the glow. Yep. Can we look at it at night time? I guess not. So just look at all of that and just know this one doesn't glow either. So, yeah, okay, cool. Best of luck to you, Mr. Sir Q. Let's see if that potentially gets accepted. Then we have the Assault AK-47 version 2 made by Bryce. Yes. So it's a very nice, straight-to-the-point green AK. Got a little bit of rust there, a bit of wear and tear and whatnot. But again, if you're constantly going to be using your AK, it should look like it's been through the wars and whatnot. So, yeah, pretty cool, straight to the point. Again, remember what I say, not every single skin has to look stupidly insane. It doesn't have to be overcomplicated with its designs and whatnot. And I can confirm this does not have a red tip or anything. It's got like a metallic regular grey tip. So, best of luck to you, Mr. Rise. Then we have the AK-47 Special Ops, made by Kosem. Now, I was confused with this, because you can see here, it's like grey, isn't it? And then I look at this and it's black. I don't know what's going on. This is black. This is grey. What's going on? The lighting, I'm sure. So, yep. If you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no. Do you like the AK-47 Special Ops? Best of luck to you, Mr. Kosem. Now we've got the Barracuda Assault Rifle. Get a good look at this. That looks cool. Look at that sharp teeth. He's going to get those fishies there, isn't it? It's got all the cool, like, wavy design. Red sky. Look at all of this. The ways, the patterns, the coloration. Very nicely made. Yep. So get a good look at that. Very shiny when the light reflects from it. Yep. There we are. Yep. That was weird. And then, yeah. Pretty interesting looking sculpt. There's how the image was originally made. And it's put onto there. Yes. So who made this? Vase, Sinanata, and Hanushka. So Vase and Hanushka you might know from the likes of the Porcelain Collection. Seems they're taking a break from that this week, which, fair enough. probably for the best. You don't want to you don't want to keep pushing out too much too quickly. Otherwise, you're very likely to see a whole bunch of your skins potentially not being accepted because of that. Take a break every now and then. Helps out a lot. Barracuda, one of the most aggressive creatures of the sea, with their speed and sharp teeth, comes with great strength. Rust's recent updates related to sea action made me bring this skin concept to life. I know there's a whole bunch more text, but I've got to move on. I just wanted to respect it because it's a very cool looking AK, and I wouldn't say no to that. If you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no, and don't forget, if you look in the description of this YouTube video, you'll see for yourself that you can go through the link, you can go through a list of all the skins that we've shown off so far, and of course you can like vote for the ones you like and whatnot. And now lastly, last weapon and tool. This is the Space Camo L96, and this is made by Mr. Fuff. Yes. Congratulations in making it to a TGG's top picks. I saw it over there, didn't I? So, yeah. Pretty cool looking L96 skin he's made here. Get a good look at that. Got to kind of tilt your head a little bit. So, yeah. Nice concept. Let's see how it looks in game. Yeah. We have had a few L96 skins being accepted this year, haven't we? Do you reckon we could see another one? Well, please consider voting yes or no. Do you like what you see? Please consider voting yes or no. And with that, that was all of the weapons and tools. Gentlemen, out of all of these skins that we just showed you, which one of these stood out to you most? Which one of these skins was your favourite? Which one of these weapons and tool skins do you reckon has the best chance of potentially being accepted for a future Rust store? Feel free to comment in the comment section on the YouTube video. I'm going to take one quick drink and then we're going to move straight in. Right, here we are. It's time for the clothing and armour. Right then, clothing and armour. Here we have some primitive skins. And then we got some interesting skins to show off after that, when we reach the tiers and the core pieces. So, bandana from Deep Seaweed. Last week we saw Deep Seaweed hide shirt and pants being submitted, and now we have the likes of the bandana and the boonie hat being submitted this week. Go on, take your time, there we are, yep. So, do you want a full green primitive collection being made and put into a Rust store just for you? Well, the option is definitely there. So, yeah, it's got shells on it, it's got like some of the net, got the starfish. I mean, oh, that's the poncho right there. So, yeah, there's loads of kelp and whatnot all over and barnacles. It's obviously keeping in theme. And, yeah, all because we recently had the Abyss update and because that poncho was accepted. Would this potentially cause that poncho to go up in price? So, the poncho did like 15,000 sales. At the moment, how many of them on the market? Let's just go ahead and see. Only 40, right. So, not that much resistance whatsoever. If there was demand for it, it could easily go up in price. The bilders are going all the way up to about 95 cents. And then we should also consider that there is also another green poncho that's not too expensive, and it's the fish poncho. 20,000 of those. That's currently sitting at $1.67. It has 69 in the market. I reckon by default this will go up in price regardless. But, of course, if we did see the likes of this being accepted, you just know... Of course, the poncho is going to go up in price for sure. I don't think we have many primitive green skins, so I definitely think a lot of people would greatly appreciate it. And the boonie hat and the bandana definitely would help contribute to it. Maybe we'll see the hide shirt and pants being accepted for this week's Rust store. Maybe. But yeah, as a whole, I think it will work out well. Remember how the pirate collection first started off, all primitive skins, but when we kept seeing more and more being accepted, as a whole, the set. Well, I mean, I can show you right here, right now, can't I? Go take a look at all the primitive skins right now. They're comfortably in the positive. The whole collection with the pirate collections in the positive. So that's sitting at $3.56, $1.72, $2, $1.29, $1.85, and $1.35. Looking very, very good. So the more the merrier. All the better. So best of luck to you, Multi-Name and Marco. Let's see if that potentially gets accepted. Now we have a Thermo collection. We have Thermo Hide Poncho and Thermo Hide Pants. We have a GIF. It's shiny. Don't you like what you see? It's shiny. This is made by Shaft and Sky Noise. Get a good look at this. Do you like what you see? I don't think this is going to be good camouflage if you're going to be running around in the snowy environment. But the idea of this is quite realistically thematic, so I guess it's going to be pretty cool. But yeah, if you're looking at that and thinking, oh, maybe it could be good Snow camouflage. No. Maybe you could put this over the likes of the recent Arctic burlap that we had accepted earlier this year. Maybe it'll still work out quite all right for it. Maybe. But then again, we already had the Arctic camo poncho, so why would you even bother? Anyway, pretty cool, but let's see if that potentially gets accepted first. Best of luck to you, Shaft and Sky Noise. There we have Miner collection. Yes, we have Miner hide shirt and pants with a miner's hat, and we're going to be talking about that in a second. So I'm going to be honest with you. I believe this is the first time we've seen a miner's hat skin being submitted. Honestly, I think this is actually a first time. Yes, we do have miner's hat skins. Don't be surprised. So, Papa Cole, thank you very much for making something completely different. I guess this is in theme with the buildings. I mean, there's no reference to the building skin in any here, so I guess he just had a random idea and went with it. Well, bless you, because here we have a miner's hat, and I want to talk about that. Miner's hat? Okay, you don't want to just put miner hat. There we go, right. We only have 3 skins. $27, $22, and $44. Ha! I kind of want a miner's hat, don't you? Right, look. It is a bit of a problem because when it comes to miner's hats, how many times are you actually using a miner's hat? Maybe if you hop into the cave and happen to find one in one of the storages, fair enough, cool. But I don't imagine many people actually making them. Bit awkward. Maybe the role players would appreciate it. I can't rule that out. So it's bright, it's orange, it's fairly goofy. If you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no for the Miners clothing collection. Best of luck to you, Papa Carl. Right, gold 9999.9 bucket helmet made by Demon. Thank you very much. Do you want to stick your head in gold? Right, well, that sounded weird. So, yes, it looks like Mr. Demon's going to keep making some more gold skins. Let's go take a look at that golden poncho that was accepted. How long ago? It was around here, wasn't it? Was it here? There we go. Oh, that's not doing very well. That's not doing very well at all. So right now, this poncho is currently selling at $1.61. And it's clearly not holding up the value because this sold for $2. Wait, how much was it? $2.49. Yeah, that's not holding up very well. Yeah, I don't think people like the golden poncho. If you saw the likes of the bucket helmet being accepted, could that potentially spike in demand? I wouldn't be surprised if it went up by a bit, but would probably want to see even more. I guess by default, people see the bucket helmet and think, right, surely we're going to see even more gold primitive skins, maybe, possibly. I don't know. It's a bit awkward, but I don't imagine it's going to hold forever, and I don't imagine this is going to make that much of a huge impact. So, yeah, this poncho is struggling by quite a significant amount. I don't think it's going to easily rebound. It needs more than just a bucket helmet. So, yeah, best of luck to you, Demon, if that does get accepted, but I'm not 100% sure. Now, we also have a whole bunch of hoodie and pants skins to take a look at right now. Oh, I've been tricked. I'm going to have to reorganize this. Sorry, this is burlap. Damn it, Ideal, you tricked me. Right, we'll do the burlap before the actual hoodie and pants. Right, so what do you mean tricked? Well, do you look at that? Cool. Oh, wait, hang on a minute. That's just the normal hoodie and pants. No, that's a hide shirt. That's a burlap shirt. That's a burlap pants. They tricked me. I put them with all the hoodie and pants. No, he tricked me. So here's a bit of a problem. I don't think Face Punch likes this with clothing and armour. Yes, we've had some goofy, jokey ideas with doors, pretending to be other doors. But I don't think they like this with clothing and armour. Now, I'm not sure if hoodie and pants are going to be that much of a difference. Like, pretending you're wearing a hoodie and pants, I don't think it's going to have that much significant difference. But you definitely would rather want to wear hoodie and pants because, of course, it's a fair bit better and keeps you more snug and whatnot. So, goofy idea. You tricked me. Good job to you, Mr. Ideal. If you happen to like it, by all means, go ahead. Vote yes or no. The link to the whole collection of all the skins that we've looked at is in the description. So, you tricked me. Damn it. We haven't seen any burlap skins being accepted for quite some time. I believe it's literally that Arctic collection stuff that we saw earlier this year. And that was it. So burlap shirt. Yeah, we don't see many of them being accepted. So maybe as a goofy idea it gets accepted. Possibly. We shall see. Other than that, if you like it, please consider voting yes or no. Now we can go over to hoodie and pants. Real hoodie and pants. RAF has made the first responder pants. So I guess he wanted to call it fireman, but I guess someone's already made fireman stuff before. So first responder it is. Do you want to work for the fire department? Please consider voting yes or no for the first responder hoodie and pants. All right, gentlemen, brace yourselves. All right, listen to me. Look at me. Something's about to awake inside of you. We have a furry hoodie and pants. Yes. For what potentially might appear in the future and potentially might be accepted could lead to everyone becoming a furry. Yes, you can sit there and say, oh, I hate no. I know the very second that potentially appearing in the Rust store, you will buy it and you will wear it. I know you will. You can't hide it. I know you're going to do it. That right there is the capybara hoodie and pants. And everyone's going to buy it because they're all secretly a furry inside. So, yeah, we got a very fluffy hoodie and pants here. Don't you want to chill out and be like a capybara? In your lane, at peace, no worries, just chilled out. Nothing to fuss about, just doing your own thing. Well, you're playing Rust, so I don't think you can do any of that. So, yes, we have the Capybara collection with a hoodie and pants right here. And get a good look at that. It's very like, just not exactly like in your face brown, but like, do you reckon that could work out well in the desert area? Probably. But yeah, let's go take a look at the Capybara collection. Coincidentally, I'm here, so I can instantly look. So, yeah, we've got the likes of the Rock and the Furnace, and the Rock suffered a fair bit during the summer sale, and we've seen some more Animal Rocks being accepted, so it suffered a little bit. It's not crashing, it's not suffering, it's only down by 15. Capybara Furnace is holding up, had problems with the Steam Market bug when the summer sale happened, seems to have recovered. I'm going to be honest with you, I do think those skins probably would get a bit of a bump in interest if we saw the likes of the hoodie and pants being accepted. Not massively, but would it actually happen? Maybe, possibly. I'm not 100% convinced it's going to have that much of a different... well, we're going to have furries in Rust if it gets accepted. And you just know everyone's going to wear it. You can't hide. You can't hide from it. You know it's going to happen. Best of luck to you, Keke, by the way. Best of luck to you. Look what you're doing to us. Right, so we got some hard suit tier 2 here. I believe this is the 4th attempt. I know it says version 3, but I believe this is the 4th time Shipman has resubmitted it. So, if you can remember, earlier this year we had the likes of the hard suit hoodie and pants and tier 3, and we've been waiting for that tier 2 for a long time, haven't we? Where is it? Well, it's here now. It's back. It's back. Back again. Hard suit's back. Celebrate. Right. So I've got to point this out. This is the 4th attempt. You can actually see here version 3 was like a month ago, and now we have version 3 again, but technically it's version 4. Shedmon released this, wasn't accepted. He tweaked it, wasn't accepted. Tweaked it again, wasn't accepted. I don't think he's changed much in this one. Look, if that were to be accepted, and we have waited a very long time, haven't we? Yes, the final core piece for the hard suit collection, you will see the hoodie and pants and the tier 3 and even the boots and gloves spike in demand and spike in price for sure, 100%. And I guess you could consider it quite lucky that this week we didn't. This is the only tier 2 armor that's of notable. Well, that's good. So yeah, maybe it's been a long wait, but I guess Face Punch just doesn't like it all of a sudden, even though the other hard suit skins sold a lot. I don't know. It's weird. I would like to see it being accepted. I'd like to feel happy, but Face Punch just doesn't seem keen on it for some reason. Maybe they're holding out for a potential pick of it for the potential complete the sets in the summer. I do think we're still going to have complete the sets in the summer. I do believe that. No, not the summer. September. Sorry. I just caused everything to shake there. So that's going to happen in about 2 months' time. Maybe. But then again, there's a lot of other tier 2s. What else is there? There was Elite Crate, JPEG, Pizza. There's a lot of tier 2 that potentially wasn't accepted that could potentially be appearing at some point in the potential summer. September. Complete the sets. So, I don't know. It's weird, but he's making another attempt for it. Let's see if that potentially gets accepted. And I do think there'll be a very nice positive impact if it does get accepted this time, hopefully, maybe. And now we're on to the final clothing and armor pieces. Here we are dabbling into tier 3, and there is quite a significant amount. So here we have the Golden Story. This is made by Lysaint. He had tier 2 submitted quite some time back, wasn't accepted, so I'm not super convinced it's got a decent chance, but you never know. You never know. If you like to dress up in full gold, please consider voting yes or no. Please consider voting yes or no. Right, now we've got the Gladiator face mask. This is made by Vinchator. Yep. It looks to be quite golden as well. And then the chest plate has some, I was going to say indents and whatnot, but you know, it's got like the design there. So if you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no. Then we got wet floor. Is everywhere you go going to be wet? Sure. Shino and Fro. What happened? What happened? What happened? Oh, you got me, right? Alright, okay, look. Goofy idea. It's bright and yellow. If you like that, please consider voting yes. Alright, that gift got me. That was... How did this happen? The wet floors. He's here to warn you. Right. Moving on, what do you see here? It's Jimmick's new collection. He has set up and started off this White Rhino tier 3 set. So I get the feeling he's trying to make a whiteout, a budget whiteout option, and I'm pretty sure it's doing a pretty good job of, like, you know, being useful and white in the Arctic environment. But again, wearing armor in the Arctic environment. So yeah, if you like what you see, please consider voting yes or no. So this is made by Jimmick and Chapesh. I don't know how to pronounce that, but yeah, what do you think? Personally, I think the idea of the rhino looks really cool. He's got his nose chopped off. I mean, his horn chopped off, and now he's angry. He's very angry. So yeah, best of luck to you, Jimmick and Chapesh. Let's see if that potentially gets accepted. Chat, YouTube, do you want to see another white clothing and armor set being made? Please consider voting yes or no. The link to the collection is in the description. You can go through the whole list of skins that we've already gone through, and yeah, you get the idea. Right, you have now noticed the last skin that we're going to show off. This is Abyss Tier 3. The Abyss collection does return. Little Ranger and Graham Cohen have appeared, and they've gone ahead and decided to dabble into making some clothing and armor, and that looks rather scary. That is freaky. Very freaky. Are you a fan? Do you like it? Do you reckon they did a good job of it? Remember what I said? If you don't really like something, you can vote no, but at the very least, you could go to the comment section and you should offer your feedback. You know? Help them out. Help them out. But at the end of the day, I'll be honest with you, I feel like that's perfectly fine for what it is. He's kept the scary looking teeth. It's not like you can make like a scary face with transparency. It would look goofy, you know it would. So for what it is, yeah, I respect it. I like it. I think it's cool. It's different. It's odd, but Abyss collection was odd. But it was also scary. And, well, if you've looked at him, I'm pretty sure you'd probably be a little bit scared, wouldn't you? So with that, that is everything. And we should probably quickly go ahead and take a look at the Abyss collection. Sorry, I forgot about that bit. If we were to see Abyss Tier 3 being accepted, would the likes of this spike in demand, spike in price? I think it would. Yeah, I think it really would. If that gets accepted, by default, I'm going to start expecting the likes of Hoodie Pants and Tier 2, and the more the merrier. This is a deployable collection at the moment, but even then, more skins definitely will help it out. Definitely will build up more investment towards it, and the more the merrier, as I said, so all the better. This survived summer sale and maintained its value. It did go down a fair bit, these skins, but they recovered. They're doing a little bit better when we go through good times. I'm pretty sure they're going to go up in price very nicely. If we do see this, I do think we will see a spike in demand and a spike in price. I would expect that. So, yep, that is all of the skins this week. Out of all the clothing and armor skins, which ones was your favourite? Which ones do you reckon think potentially might have the best chance of being accepted? Feel free to comment in the YouTube comment section. This went on for an hour and 40 minutes. I am very, very, very sorry, all right? That maintenance came at the worst possible time. It's quite lucky that it didn't last for too long, and I guess the flow kind of stalled a little bit, but then we kind of jumped straight back in. There wasn't any issues, so yeah, very cool. Now remember what I said. Please do not forget. Please take a look at TGG's top picks for July week 3. Get a good look at all of these. These skins are more likely to be accepted with this week's Rustore compared to the likes of these. I know the recent Rustore had a lot of early picks, but by default you should expect the top picks to be more likely to be accepted. As I said, go look at German Guy's YouTube channel, watch the video itself, get a good look at all of the skins. They're all there. Get a nice little visual for the weapons, the clothing, the armor, the deployables, and yeah, it's as simple as that. And I guess I should also point this out. In the description of my YouTube, you'll notice that I have a Twitter link. You can actually see me retweet all of the skins that people, the skin creators have submitted and whatnot. So you could probably be aware of all the newest skins just by looking at my Twitter, for example. And I should also point out, it looks like weapon racks have been implemented to staging. You can see Duck there kind of showing it all off. That's cool. So I guess that might be appearing at some point on the horizon. Maybe in August. Probably, yeah. And, oh, I've got notifications. Yay, people like what I've retweeted. So, yep, gentlemen, thank you all for watching me. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you had a lovely time. And yeah, which skins did you like the most today? Feel free to comment. Catch you later. See you and goodbye.